All right, let's go. Let me. All right, welcome. So as was being introduced there, I'm Sneakz. I'm a part of Chainsafe. I'm also here with Pixels. We'll go through introductions in a second, but we have this really great little introductory slide here with a title here for games ahead of the game. Love our little slogan. It's great. Cool. So I'm Sneakz. I'm a software engineer with Chainsafe. I'm also a blockchain developer, and I'm the community lead for Chainsafe. So if you're ever in our Discord, you'll see myself and Pixels just answering questions like mad, just getting stuff done. I love cats. I have a little cat somewhere, but she's sleeping right now. I'm sure she'd love to be here, but she also loves naps. Pixels, if you wanted to introduce yourself, go right ahead.
Yeah. Hey everyone. It's awesome to be here. My name's Rain or NFT Pixels, and I'm a Chainsafe gaming sage. So yeah, like Sneak mentioned, primarily I'm there answering questions and helping folks out as best I can. And on a side note, I do also have a professional relationship with Americanos. Thank you, Sneak.
Nice. Cool. So the world of gaming is changing quite fast. Web3 Unity and is just making insane head ground when it comes to gaming. It's really cool. The SDK that we work with, it really helps bridge the gap between Web3 and Unity itself, because Unity can't natively talk to Web3, so we bridge that gap. We make it quite easy. We will show you some things later on how this is done, like a little live demo interaction. It's pretty cool. I can't wait for you guys to see it. But we're primarily based around helping people grow and making things as easy as possible to work, because new developers that come into the blockchain, it's quite hard for them to grasp certain aspects of it, and we make that quite easy. So yeah, it's really cool. As a quick overview of our SDK, like I said, it's easy to connect games. We're focusing on that, on making everything as easy as possible. We have Minter prefab, which lets you mint NFTs straight away, and we also have an in-game marketplace, which I will also show you later. But it's just so easy to get things popping up in-game as well as on our web UI. It's similar to something like OpenSea, if you've seen that. I'm sure everyone has, but yeah, it's sort of our own little integration of that.
Yeah, just to add on to that, when Sneak talks about prefabs, the SDK is really focused on ease of use. So if you're a new user, not only is the documentation actually thorough as to what everything does, but we do actually offer real-world code examples in the form of prefabs. So you can actually just drag and drop it into your scene, and if you want to use that, that's fine. If you want to build onto it, it's fine, and you can even reverse engineer it into creating your own sort of custom function.
Oh yeah, gotta love those prefabs, bro. They're so good.
So fast to get started. Really good.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the first games that I was creating, I got it up within about 24 hours, which was
Easy.
so cool. So our chicken demo that we're going to run through real quick. Well, you're going to see some functions pop up on the screen. These are relating to signing, which is basically letting a user authenticate something or sign a message to say that, hey, this little hash that's produced belongs to their account. You can use that to verify things. So if you wanted to put that into, say, a MongoDB or something, just for future reference, you can, and then you can validate that to make sure that it's actually the right person that's doing said action, whether it be claiming or minting or what have you. Similar for the verify sort of prefab that we have, but it's more of a direct account ownership sort of function. So you can, instead of having a message or something unique to their account, you can just say, hey, does this account belong to this address? Yep. And then you can go through. Transferring, we have things like transferring NFTs or ERC20 tokens, NFTs being ERC721 or 1155. They both work, so it's really cool to see how easy that works. Voucher minting, which is a cool little security authentication thing that we have. We basically have a contract set up or guide to set up a server that lets you mint a voucher that you can then pass into our server, and that then checks it against the nonce so that it can't be replayed later, which is really cool. And that allows you to then mint, say, an NFT or something. And on top of that, we have marketplace prefabs. So they basically let you mint whatever you want and then put it straight into the web UI, which is really cool. I will show you a little chicken demo here. which is great. This is my pride and joy. Let me just drop the sound down on this because it's a little bit loud. So once you come into here, we have this live with our demo link up here, which Pixels, if you want to put that in the chat, if you can grab it somewhere, pretty please.
Yeah, sure.
But that lets you, thanks man, love your work. So that you come in here, you press login. Usually you have a little sign message, but we have something in the prefab that if you've signed in before, it lets you go straight through without having to press the sign message there, which is a bit nicer for a user experience. Basically, the point of this demo is to show you how our functions and everything work. So you go around, collect some coins, sign prefab. This, a little message pops up. So the message you'd set here is, I've got a test message to sign. You can set this to anything you want. And that gives you a little signature key here. You can then use that, like I said, in a MongoDB or something and validate that an action's actually happened. And then just to show you on top of that, we have this is the code behind it here. It's basically just a simple call that goes through uses Web3 to go through our API. The sign doesn't. The sign is happening like within the game itself, but there are other things like EVM call that go through our API. But this thing just generates a signature, and that's great. Similar to verifying, see my account is here, 7066. That asks you to sign a message. Boom. That's my account. It's great for things like verifying and authenticating. It's really cool. Contract calls, which is a really cool one. Say we have a Solidity contract set up for this, and it's basically storing a variable, which is contract variable. It's set to 26. You can then increase this variable if you want, which will send a call through Unity Web 3 into Solidity and let you change it. We will just give it a few seconds because it does take about 8 to 10 seconds for the blockchain to process, because that's average processing time. But you can see there, it's giving you a hash saying, yes, it's going through. We'll just wait for it. Variable 26, 27. There we go. So that's actually made a change Solidity side. So you can do that for, basically anything in gaming, whether you have an amount that the user owns or even a stat that you wanted to increase. You could wire it up the same way. We also have a minting prefab. So the way it's set up is it needs a voucher passed into it. So if you try to mint without a voucher, it won't let you. But you come through here and you get a voucher. Just give it a second to pop up. Come on, voucher. You can do it. Cool. We got a little voucher, and then we can come over here to mint. And boom, see, now I'm able to mint. And that is how you'd mint an NFT. There is I got a little speed bonus there. The chicken starts going faster. I'm going to try and get across this road real quick without dying. Oh, okay, I died. It's cool. It happens. I'm not the best gamer at the moment. I'm way too much into coding. We also have an additional Solidity contract set up, which this one is tied to an ERC20 contract. So if you wanted to, you could mint this. This mints a token to your account. Thanks, Pixels. Good stuff. It's got the link down there in chat. You guys want to hit that up, you can. You can check out the blog post of the demo that we have. But yeah, once we have the token minted to our account, you can then transfer it. And that is basically sending a token over the network. If you open up a block explorer with this TX hash, you can then see that a token has actually been sent. So yeah, like I said, as soon as you wire up any custom token that you'd like, whether it's on Moonbeam with the Glimmer tokens, get your Glimmer tokens and whatnot, you can then wire that up and send that way. So it's really cool. But the piece de resistance that I wanted to show you is our marketplace. So this is our marketplace sort of web UI. The NFT I had there, you can then sell that directly from this, and it will pop up in our marketplace. And I just wanted to show you, get that moving. but these things show up here. So on our marketplace here, I'll just pop a link in the chat. You can actually get things up and running quite easily. Let me just mute that. And it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's back. I got it. So anytime you mint something in game, it will pop up directly in here. So we've got some swords, a little crypto surface NFT. We also have a little untitled NFT here. But just to show you how easy it is to create an NFT, all you have to do is come in here, set your token type, give it a description, give it a picture, and press create. And as soon as you do that, it will pop up here. So it's really cool. You can see, yeah, it's really cool. You can see.
That's right. Just to add on to that as well, sorry, Sneakz, is just to kind of elaborate how amazing the marketplace is in the SDK. You know, even if you had your own marketplace or a third-party marketplace contract, you would still need to fiddle with it to figure out what methods to call, what parameters to pass through, you know, the arguments and stuff. And not all the time it's not going to work. It's not always going to work. So what we've done with this marketplace is we've created a marketplace that just natively works with our own code. So for instance, let's say you use our marketplace and you go through Unity, you can easily interact with it, you know, list, sell, browse, whatever you want to do. And you kind of know it's always going to work based on our documentation. There's no guessing in it. It just makes it super straightforward when you try to set up, I guess, like a marketplace environment within your game.
Exactly right. Well said, Pixels. Like if I wanted to, I could buy this NFT, but this is...
It's a lot of money, sorry.
It's 200,000 Ethereum. All right. Yep. Cool. That's a lot of Ethereum. But no, yeah, you can purchase NFTs, but luckily this is on Goerli. So it's on a test network, so it's totally fine. We do have other networks like Avalanche as well as Ethereum mainnet, and we are working on adding new chains to this as quick as we can. But in terms of installing the SDK, it's really quite easy. All you have to do is go to our release page here. And we update this constantly. But all you have to do is download the package here and open that up into Unity. And then that will let you import it straight away. And you'll get a Web3 Unity folder and a WebGL templates folder. And that basically contains things like scripts and prefabs. We have our scripts here. So if you wanted to go and engineer or reverse engineer things, you can. If you wanted to change things, you can. But we also have prefabs. Prefabs are amazing. So I've got one up here. So I will show you sign verify. I just want to make sure that, yeah, it's that one. So it's just a base form here, so you can add all your graphics into it as whatever you wanted to do. But all you do here is set things here, like what I was showing you before with this is the test message. All you would do is you would change this to whatever you want, and that would give you back something unique. So it's really quite cool. And for the chicken demo, we also have a Git set up here with literally all the folders. Well, all the folders, but all the code in here. And yeah, that will let you go straight through it and sort everything out. It's really quite easy to follow. And I will just bring up the slides real quick. I was supposed to, yep, there's our little intro to the chicken demo. We have over 100 different teams using us. There's so many people. We even have a project that is making an obscene amount of money, something up in the millions. It's crazy. And they contact us regularly to say, hey, thank you so much for creating such an awesome SDK. We're making X amount of money. It's made our team's lives so much easier and integrating into the blockchain. So thank you for doing that. It's really nice. Yeah, if we have any questions, I think we have 2 minutes left before the next presentation. If we have any questions left, we can go through that. If not, then we are all good. But I think we're good. Are we good? Hi, Kevin. Welcome back.
Hey. Amazing. Thank you so much. So this is a fantastic demo. I mean, you covered a lot of ground, and I love the game demo. I love seeing that in action, and showing developers that it's not difficult. Like you can you can integrate it, very easily.
That's exactly right, and that's what we're all about: just ease of use and making the average developer able to branch into the blockchain space as quickly as they can. And like I said, our Discord support is outstanding. There's always myself, Pixels, or a few other engineers that are always pretty much on call. as soon as a question's asked, Yeah.
Yeah, the turnaround time is frightening, to be honest. That's almost instantaneous.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a question been there longer for about 5 to 10 minutes without someone popping up and going, here's what you need. So yeah,
That's
it's really
very
nice.
good to hear.
Yeah.
That's awesome to hear. Thank you so much. And we've shared the links, so everybody be sure to check out the links that we dropped in the comments. So thank you so much, Sneakz and Reinhardt.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for having us. This is really fun.